guys, my name is Stephanie and I'm with Halliburton Foundation, and we are a nonprofit that really focuses on mental health. So that's our passion. And right now we're going through a pretty tough time as a nation. A lot of emotions are coming up with COVID-19. Sometimes we'll feel anger, sometimes we'll feel stress, depression, frustration. Sometimes several within the same day, right? I know I certainly have had good days and bad days as we go through shelter in place and we try to keep our distance. And so it's really important that we have some positive coping skills that we can turn to. So I'm just going to talk about one today. And that one I'm going to talk about is mindfulness. Now, some of you may have heard the term mindfulness and you're like, oh, I don't know if that's for me. Isn't that just for people who do yoga or something like that? But the truth is that mindfulness is very valuable for all of us. There's a lot of scientific research that shows how good it is for our brain health. It can help us improve concentration. It can help relieve our stress responses whenever we're feeling frustrated and angry or scared. So it really helps us regulate and come back to center. Now, what exactly is mindfulness? Just to put it really simply, mindfulness is just slowing down and appreciating the moment and being thoughtful about those moments. And so I'm going to tell you some ways that you can practice mindfulness in your day-to-day life. So these are just a few techniques. The first one I'm going to start with is called hand tracing. And that's where we use our hand to actually guide our breath. I know sometimes when we think of mindfulness, we think of meditation where our eyes are closed, kind of do this little hand gesture, right? But really, we can practice mindfulness with our eyes open too. And that makes it a lot easier, especially if we're in public or with our families. We don't want to awkwardly close our eyes in front of everyone. So the way this works is you're going to take your hand. I'm going to hold mine up to demonstrate, but it can be flat onto a table or something like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our eyes to trace the hand. So we're going to look at the outline, look at the contour, and use our eyes to kind of trace it. And as we do so, if we're going up, tracing up a finger, we're going to breathe in slowly as we do that. And if we're tracing down a finger, we're going to breathe out slowly. So we're going to breathe in, up the thumb, out, down the thumb. Up, index finger, down, index finger. And so you're going to do that really slowly. I'm speeding it up a little bit for the purpose of this video, but take your time, do it slowly. You're going to trace the hand, and then when you get all the way to the pinky, you can just come back around and do it a few more times. So that's hand tracing, and that's one way we can really focus on our breath and be mindful about it. Now, another thing we can do, I call the five senses, and this is where we examine an object and we use all five senses to do so. So I have here an orange. I picked an orange not only because it's a really beautiful color, but also because right now it's really important that we do get that vitamin C. Vitamin C really helps boost our immune system. So any citrus fruit will give your body that and the nutrients it needs. So let's go through the five senses with this orange. So first thing is sight, right? So I'm really going to look at that beautiful color. I'm going to examine the different textures here, check out that little stem that's on there. So whatever object you're using, again, take your time, be slow about this. I'm going kind of speedy, but whenever you're doing this at home, really slow down and take your time with it. Okay, the second thing we're going to do is sound. So I don't think oranges really have a sound. Let's see. Nope. So we'll skip that one. Let's see. We have sight, sound, and the next one is smell, right? That's one of my favorites, especially with an orange. So we're just going to kind of release some of those citrus oils by rubbing the skin, and then kind of like aromatherapy, just really breathe it in, then breathe it out. The next sense is taste. I'm not going to taste this today. I'll save it for later, but I encourage you, if you're using an edible object, to take your time and really enjoy the flavors. And then the last thing is touch. So my orange just came out of the fridge, so it's nice and cold. I'm just going to feel that roundness and that coldness, and just kind of experience it. So this is a mindfulness practice that we can use with anything. We can use it for when we eat meals and just taking that moment to absorb all the senses, all the smells and all the flavors without rushing through our meal or rushing through our snack. Or we can use the five senses with an inanimate object as well, whether that's paintbrush or whatever. We can really take our time with these things. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to suggest is something you have already mastered, and that is where you lay on a couch or bed, completely relax your body, completely relax your eyes, shut those eyes down, close them, put on your headphones, and listen to your favorite music, 20, 30 minutes. It's a great way to really be mindful about sound and allow all the other sensory input to really relax. So go ahead and practice some of these and give them a try next time you're stressed, next time you're anxious. Taking moments slowly and appreciating those moments can really be beneficial. Now, if you want to take it a step further, there are a lot of great apps out there that have meditations that you can try. So those are an awesome alternative to this. But if you just want to go ahead and start small, then definitely listening to music is a great way to do that. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have any questions about the content we covered today, or if you're interested in seeing us cover a different topic in our videos, please feel free to get in touch at info@granthalliburton.org. Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to chatting with you next time. Bye.